Good morning everybody, my name's Hugh, I'm one of the motorboat brokers here at Berthon International. Today we're going to have a run through this absolutely beautiful, as you can see behind me, 2009 built Fairline Squadron 55. Fantastic brand, amazing amount of boat for the money, beautifully finished. So please join us on board and we'll have a walk through. So this is CHARLEYGIRL. She was built by Fairline Boats Limited in Oundle in the UK. Incredibly popular series of boats from the Squadron range, which was right at the top of the build sector for Fairline. As you can see, she's flybridge with a large lounging deck above, side access door, a ring deck, and she is a very, very high specification boat, incredibly well kept from new. We are looking at her in the water here. As you can see from the bows, she has a deck window which provides a huge amount of light down into the forward cabin. So she's a 3-cabin boat forward with midships master cabin with a very, very clever transverse layout to give you a great double berth and also a separate ensuite. And then we also have the optional crew cabin aft with a single berth. So she's full med spec. We can just see the deck lockers there. Great place to put your lines and fenders. And then we have full teak lined decks. There's the Squadron logo. And as you can see, really easy to get on board. Plenty of handholds throughout. Decent sized stainless teak cleats. And again a teak lined bathing platform. Got a passarelle at the aft end for launching or recovering a jet tender. So full wraparound curtains, bins either side with docking winches for the stern, teak lined steps leading up to flybridge. That's the access with a moulded seat on top for the crew cabin. So we've got blue LED courtesy lights throughout. Life raft neatly hidden just underneath the treads up to the flybridge. Let's head up there now. So the helm is floating with a central console, 2 Recaro helm seats and a large sunpound that goes right the way around the front. So you've got plenty of deck area here for lounging. E120 plotter up here. Wet bar over onto the starboard side and a large dining table, plenty of seating aft. There are covers for all loose furniture and also a console cover. And over at the wet bar we've got a BBQ, hot and cold sink, refrigerator and an ice maker underneath. So fantastic aft eating area. It's really useful lockers as well underneath this seating area. And then we've got a track vision dome and a closed Raymer Marine scanner. So that's the fly deck. As you can see, it's a fantastic place to entertain when the weather permits, and we've got a hatch here just for shutting this off to make sure that we don't get any rain or wind down into the aft cockpit. She was built from new with the 3rd set of controls, so we got twin thrusters and throttles. Great for stern to docking. We'll just take a turn around the decks. So neat filler lids. Good height side rails and a good overhead brace rails. Just gone past the galley there, which has a couple of opening side lights to make sure there's good ventilation throughout. And we've got a large sun deck forward area. Twin anchor lockers, one each side, and that's the ventilation down and light going into that forward cabin. It's really well set up. Twin wipers and a large windshield. Really chunky stainless kit. This is the side access door into the main helm, so we've got 2 helm seats in here again, adjustable Recaros. Helm wheel is put over to the centre. Really easy way to get A1 ventilation in and also egress out for quick docking. So central roller with a recess for the anchor to sit in. That's one of these side foredeck lockers, great for fenders and lines. And then these beautiful Semcode teak side decks. So it has a really luxury feel, full med specification. She has air conditioning throughout, including the crew cabin, that passarelle aft, and plenty of storage underneath the floor here. We'll just have a quick look into the crew cabin. So there's a storage area forward round to the right hand side. We've got the berth underneath the aft bulkhead. Then there's a head in there with a basin. Plenty of light, and it has its own independent air conditioning controls. Then looking forward, we'll go into the main accommodation. So we've got a large sliding door here. We've got a 2-level saloon, the galley over to the port side. So CHARLEYGIRL is immaculately presented. We've got fresh over carpets. There's a pop-up television, AV kit in there, and she, as you can see, is really beautifully trimmed out in high gloss walnut throughout, matching cream leather upholstery. We're in the raised dinette area here, looking back into the saloon seating. So there's a hinged table down there to make for a really comfortable lounging area. Galley over to the port side, the U-shape. And then this is the main helm deck. Twin E120s, one for helm, one for co-pilot. That's that access door, really good for just providing airflow through the boat. Very, very comfortable helm position with everything to hand. Adjustable electronic controls. It's its own independent air conditioning for the forward area of the saloon. Thruster controls, searchlight, and then we've got main 12-volt switching and AC controls just by the helm. So moving forward down into the accommodation, we have a spiral staircase that just heads down. To the port side are breakers and lockers for equipment manuals. And you're straight down into this dual access day head. It's a large shower stall, again all beautifully trimmed in walnut, high gloss, Corian speckled worktops, electric heads and wash basin. Plenty of light in here. Then we'll wind through. To the right hand side we're heading aft, that's down into the master cabin, or we can go across into the guest twin. So this is a really great room in here. We've got a couple of opening port lights, good sized berths which can slide together to form a double. There's a full length hanging locker, plenty of lockers for storage set down lower. All the light systems are on dimmers, so you can adjust the mood. And then as we come out, we go forwards. There's a single step to come up here and a door so that you can completely close off this forward VIP cabin into an ensuite. So looking around to the starboard side, full length hanging locker. Huge suspended double berth on the centre line. Nice, really neat squadron reading lights. Plenty of light coming in from that enlarged overhead window running down the foredeck. Another large locker on the port side, and that's that opening deck head there. So that's the forward VIP. As we walk down this couple of steps, we've got private access in just through this heads door on the port side. Moving aft, this is the master cabin, so it's full beam, large panoramic windows and opening port lights either side of them. Again, masses and masses of storage in the lockers behind me. And then a frosted glass screen. As we come through this, we've got a AV centre in here with a sound dock, an Avtex LCD TV. Then upper level and you're into the heads compartment. So this is fully en suite, just up one level. We've got the marine loo in there. Really good sized shower stall with a seat, and thermostatic shower and opening port light in there. All beautifully done exquisitely finished, and as you can see, she is absolutely gleaming from tip to toe. A really nice view as you're brushing your teeth. So that's the master cabin on this Squadron 55. Masses and masses of clearance room through all the doors. Beautifully polished finish. She's running on a pair of D12s, which are 800 horsepower apiece. We'll just head back down towards the beating heart of this boat now. It's a beautiful treatment to the teak. And underneath this sole, we have a really useful lazarette locker. You've got access to the remote shutoffs for bow and stern thruster in there. Plenty of space for all your mooring gear. And then the forward hatch, and you're straight down into the engine room. So we've got a pair of D12s. They're the D12 800 variant, so they're 775 horsepower apiece. So we'll push her along a top speed of 30 knots, gently ease cruising at 22 to 24. Full air conditioning system in here. All breakers are set alongside the aft bulkhead. Got a nice set of ZF gearboxes driving these. It's a fantastic engine. It's been used on many boats. Very reliable. Super simple, but using Volvo Penta's EVC throttle control system, so fly-by-wire system. So really great for coming alongside and close quarter manoeuvring. Fuel tanks are outboard of her. Excellent lighting throughout. Clear top raw water strainers here. A large Cummins generator for all your onboard power, so that's the 17.5 kilowatt, which was introduced for med-spec boats where you've got slightly higher loads. So thank you very much for your time. This is CHARLEYGIRL. She's a 2009 Squadron 55. She's on the market with Berthon now. Thank you for watching.